Well, hey, how's it going, YouTube? How's it going, everybody out there? How's my subscribers tonight? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope everybody's happy because we're about to do a giveaway. But first, I'm going to do a reading. You guys know what it is. That's what we're here for. It is August 22nd, and we are going to do our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We did not have a ton of entries, and that's fine. We've got about 8. Okay, so there's all the entries, you guys. Hopefully, everybody pops in. If not, we'll see what happens. But what the giveaway is, we have got a tarot deck. This is Quantum Tarot. And as you can see, the illustrations on the box are actual illustrations that are on some of the cards. Okay, so this is part of the giveaway. We have a mini malachite meditation jar for heart chakra meditation. And then we have got black salt, perimeter salt, astral protection, and we have green champa. This is a heart chakra giveaway because I fucking love you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers, right? I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to do a little mini reading tonight before we get to that giveaway. So, welcome in, Witches, Bitches, Twats, and Thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I'm Karma's right hand. Welcome to the Underdog Ministry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that hangs out. You guys kick ass and take names. So, we're going to shake the dice, and we're going to do a reading. All right. You guys ready? Let's go. Bonds. Bonds, bonds, like bonds with friends and family, ties that bind. Okay. Fat, fat. Somebody wants to chew the fat, they want to talk to you. Fat meat is greasy, right? Somebody wants to chew the fat. My grandma used to call it chewing the fat. Somebody wants to talk about something. Somebody really wants to dive deep. Grass, get down to grass roots here. Somebody might need to cut the grass so they can see the snakes that are hiding in its midst, that within those familial bonds. Somebody might need to trim the fat. Stern. 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 Howard Stern or strict Stern. Somebody that's not very gregarious. Somebody's always walking around with resting bitch face. They're not mean. They just look that way. All right, we've got thick. Thicker than a snicker, heavy like a Chevy. Okay. Something about thick. Somebody's thick, not fat. Date. 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 No more vowels left. Wow. Nothing. I thought I had like 3 words, but there was 1 letter missing from each one. Cleo. 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 Yo. Something about Miss Cleo. Dick, D-I-C-K. Like somebody's name might be Dick, like short for Richard. Somebody might be a jerk, a dick. And PJ, somebody's in their pajamas. All right, so we've got all the dice that have been used. We've got grass, bonds, PJ, stern, fat, Cleo, thick, date, and dick. All right, let's pull some out of the basket and we'll get a good reading in for you guys, and then we'll do the giveaway. Okay? Okay. Hey Joshua, hey, your broke best friend. How's it going? My broke best friend is my kid. I'm my own broke best friend. No, we're besties. We're besties. It's good. All right. A movie, Falling Down by Michael Douglas. You guys want to see a 1980s flick where somebody goes absolutely fucking postal? Michael Douglas takes on some gang members over a suitcase with a bat, breaks down in traffic on the 405 in LA and loses his shit. It's an intense movie, but it's worth watching. We've got sense of awe or amazement. Somebody is just like dumbfounded is the word I'm getting. The letter V. V for vendetta, V for victory. Pride Month, June. Somebody is 10 steps ahead of the game. Escaped multiple attempts on your life. I can cuss. Guess what? I can cuss. I'm an adult. And this is art. And that, therefore, um, deal with it. And if you're not old enough to deal with cussing, then you need to be not here. Straight up. This is for 18 and over. So if you can't handle curse words, then get the fuck off my channel. They didn't think their 15 minutes of fame would be on the TV show Cops. Howard the Duck. That's another awesome 1980s movie. We've got a theme with 1980s movies. Somebody might really like old, grainy film. Pulled out the gun, didn't want to clean the mess. Escape multiple attempts on your life. We've got kind of a theme started. Corrupted soul, lost cause. This movie Falling Down doesn't realize the entire time he's thinking he's defending himself till the end of the movie, and he's like, oh wait, I'm the bad guy? What do you mean I'm the bad guy? This person right here. Okay, we've got the kings here. If you're 12, get off my channel. This is for 18 and up, and the settings are for 18 and over, so you lied about your age to get your account. Get the fuck off my channel if you're not 18. Bye. Okay. When the dope man is on the down low. Dun, dun, dun. What's Wrong with Being Confident? A song by Demi Lovato. Mommy is a legal shield for this leaned out wannabe trap god snitch. Corrupted soul, lost cause. For real. For real. Chet. The name Chet. Kind of an interesting name. Don't know anybody with that name. Blank card. Bored. Somebody's bored out of their mind, so they play in the comment section. All right, we've got a bachelor's degree here. All right, so here's the deal. We've got a pretty interesting story so far. They didn't think their 15 minutes of fame would be on the TV show Cops because the dope man is on the down low. This person's mommy is a legal shield for their leaned out wannabe trap god self. This person tells on everybody that they work with, okay? Because mommy is their legal shield. So this is how they get out of being the dope man, okay? This person is a corrupted soul. They're a lost cause for real. For real. This person wanted to end you, but you've escaped multiple attempts on your life. This person has even pulled a gun out on you, but did not want to clean up the mess. You are now 10 steps ahead of the game, and this person is falling down, not realizing they're the fucking bad guy. Okay? They're the bad guy. Yep, they're the bad guy. Okay. So let's get into it. Once again, and it's the only time I'm going to say it, you can't even win this contest if you are not over 18 and paying your own taxes. Otherwise, get out of here. Period. Period. This is an adult channel. Okay. And I'm Karma's right hand. And that's what it means. Oh, look at all of the retracted messages. All right. Yep, stern. There's that stern boundaries. Okay. So let's talk about grass, bonds, PJ, stern, fat, Cleo, thick, date, dick, the movie Falling Down, and this big criminal mess that's in front of me. Whatever this is. All right, we've got the Chariot. Somebody's going to jail. First things first, somebody's getting put in the back of a cop car or the back of the padded van. Okay. Someone's getting taken away. I'm hearing they're coming to take me away. Ha ha ho ho hee hee. To the funny farm where life is beautiful and happy all the time. This person is a Dr. Demento song, by the way. Somebody's getting taken away. I think their mother is putting them in mental health facility to protect them from going through criminal proceedings. 5 of Pentacles. This person is in the gutter. They're at rock bottom. They're at the lowest of the low they've ever been. Oh, yeah. And hey, to everybody that's over 18, hi, guys. I'm glad you're here. You're totally welcome. And this is like your space to ham it up in the comment section. Have fun with it, whatever you want to do. But if you start playing games like you're a child, or there's a few other red buttons, they'll just get you blocked for whatever reason. But everybody else is totally welcome. And I'm grateful that you're here. Hey, Rachel. Hey, your broke best friend. Hey, Jackson. Oh, wait, you guys retracted your message. Hey, Peggy Sue. Oh, wait, you retracted your message. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, you poked the bear, not just for California. This person pissed their mother off. This person is an adult, old enough to have a gun, old enough to like be slinging dope, old enough to be on the down low, thinking they're trap god, being on lean. This person's corrupted, completely fucking corrupted. They did not think their 15 minutes of fame was going to be on cops. This person has tried to arrange Ace of Pentacles, the wheel in reverse. This person has tried to pay people to end everything for you, including you, to end your spin on the wheel of life here. Bottom of deck, 3 of Wands. That's the plan. That's the conspiracy. That is what's getting this person put on cops, evidently. Okay, so tell me about this Chariot. Tell me about the police. Tell me about bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do when they come for you? Somebody's getting put in this mental hospital because their mommy's helping them avoid the bad boys. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Trying to blur the lines for their kid here. This kid's so like they're an adult, but they're still this person's kid. We've got the 7 of Swords in the reverse. This person has to tell the truth. They have to confess. They have to give clarity to whatever they paid somebody to try and end somebody's life. You've escaped multiple attempts on your life. This person has even gone so far as to pull a gun themselves, but they didn't want to clean up the mess. Okay. Um, this person's mommy can't get them out of this one, so she's having them committed. The devil in limbo, not in the upright, not in reverse. The devil in limbo. Holding pattern. Somebody is using their legal power as a legal shield for this person. First, they're making them detox, then they're putting them in mental health. This person is bound by some sort of power of attorney because mommy is some sort of legal person. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's in charge of all of their affairs now. This person's in charge of their money, in charge of their life, in charge of everything for this person who she's treating like a king still, evidently. The enabling in this shit is just gross to me. Temperance in reverse. Twice already. Temperance in reverse. The enabling on this person's addictions and falling off the wagon and extreme overuse of whatever they're using, like lean, whatever they're slinging, like never get high on your own supply is something they used to say in high school, and that's 30 years ago for me now. But this person didn't learn. 10 of wands in reverse. They need mommy to lift their burden for them. King of wands on the bottom of the deck. They need to be told what to do. They need to be guided by the hand. This person here, um, they've committed some serious crimes. I mean, they're slinging, the dope man is on the down low. So they're slinging whatever they're slinging. And they're a leaned out wannabe trap god. So they're slinging out of a house. They're snitch here. They're high on their own supply. They're telling whoever they can tell about whoever to get out of what they're doing. This person paid the wrong person to try and end somebody's life. They didn't realize they were going to end up on cops. Yeah, boy. Yeah, somebody's movie or somebody's life is a movie here. Vigilance. Vigilance. Somebody is like looking out the windows. Somebody's pacing the floor. This person is having some, I don't want to label anybody because I'm not a doctor, but I'm feeling like what would present to be psychotic episode. Like they're so fucking angry to the moon, so pissed off, coming down off of whatever they're on. This person's locked up and they're fucking freaking out. There's something about a gun. Tell me about this gun. Pulled the gun, didn't want to clean the mess. Please and thank you. Foresight in the reverse. Wow. This person, it was like it was almost a hair trigger reaction. It was almost a crime of passion in that moment. But this person, I guess they have a thing about blood. This person didn't want to clean up. Oh, it's too thick and sticky. Divergence. This person here thinks differently than other people. They have a thing they didn't want to get, they didn't want to touch something. It was sticky, thick and sticky. They didn't want to touch it. They didn't want to touch something. It's the only thing that stopped this person from hurting somebody. You've escaped this. Exile. Somebody ran away. Somebody got the fuck away. Exile. You're 10 steps ahead. You saw something coming. Meditation. Somebody had some sort of a vision or whatnot. Somebody was given a warning. The key. Something. Oh, somebody was only given one key. One key to something. There must be another key to whatever something is. This person had something way planned out for you. Way planned out. So we're talking, yeah, what do you call it when you have planned ahead? That for premeditation? Premeditation. Premeditation. Wow. There's nothing that this mommy can do other than put this person in a home and lock them away and throw away the fucking key here. Page cups in the reverse. So this person's never going to grow up. They're never going to mentally pass whatever place they're in. This mother had so many higher expectations, and now she's protecting this child from a premeditated murder charge. Okay, Three of Swords. I'm just blown away by some of the stuff that comes through. Three of Swords in the Wheel of Fortune. This mother's heart is broken to the point where she may like have had a panic attack right up to a heart attack from the stress of this situation. Like, it's a mess. And it was one of them turning point moments here. It changed everything. A major trauma changed everything. Four Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Swords. So this person has to give up their rights to their own decision making. This is fucked. This person has to give up their rights to their own decision making because they're trying to kill somebody, and the only way their mother can protect them, where before it was like, "Yeah, we're going to cover up the fact that you're selling some drugs over here, or that you are selling people out while you're slinging whatever you're slinging out of your house." There's a difference between covering that stuff up and covering up a premeditated murder charge. This mother here is not going to do this. They know their kid is corrupted, that they're a lost soul. For real. Whoever you are, have escaped multiple attempts on your life. And the thing is, right now, um, somebody had to give up control of their decision or their ability to make their own decisions because it's the only way to keep them out of these charges. Okay, we've got independent here. The only way this person's ever going to stand on their own 2 feet again, they're ever going to be able to see the light of day. The only way they're ever going to get past this. I'm hearing their mother's going to keep them institutionalized until the statute of limitations runs out on whatever they've done. She's going to control whatever they've got. She's going to control their money. She's going to keep this person in a plush, cushy place with this Nine of Pentacles here. I think that her reach is gonna stop at some point with this 15 minutes of fame being on cops. I think this person's gonna try and do something from the inside of wherever they are. Like the lovers. Really. So one thing this mother can't control is this person needing intimacy with another person. They can't find that where they're at. They're like using people, using women that are less aware of how manipulating they're being, to swords in the reverse, blind to how manipulating this person is. Look, they're in a mental hospital. I don't know how somebody's in a mental hospital to avoid conspiracy or premeditation charges, and they're still trying to get laid. This is insane to me. Lost cause, corrupted soul. This person is just, oh, that's why they're in there with people of the same gender when dope man's on the down low. Okay. They don't even have to get out of wherever they are. They just have roommates. King of Wands. All right. This person is completely a control freak. They are they're there until she says so. Until the statute of limitations runs out. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Wow. This ended the mother-son relationship for this woman. Whoever this lady is some sort of legal person. This Queen of Swords energy over here, this could be like a judge, this could be a lawyer, this could be a police officer, this could be some sort of public official, this could be like a school official, this could be somebody that's like uh, on a board somewhere, like very prominent individual, respected individual, enough that they have pull over here, right? She's not doing shit for this person once they are out of this mental hospital, and she's using it to, like, I don't know, she kind of got control of them for a few years here. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. It's just not working out any other way. There's no way to work it out any other way. This person will be in prison for a long, long time. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. They're trying to avoid taking responsibility for what they've done here. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, trying to stop somebody. It's like, what is the multiple attempts on your life about? That's what I want to know. What is the multiple attempts on your life about? Like, why did they pull a gun on you? Why did they try and hire people? Why is this person going to be in a mental facility or on cops? Happiness in reverse, anxiety in reverse. They blamed you for their misery and figured it would go away and they would feel relief if you were gone. It would relieve the panic that was going on in their head. It would relieve there's fear going on with this person. There's fear. Hey, Voyager, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, Peggy Sue, you can cuss on here, honey. Hey, Kristen, how's it going? You guys, as long as you're, not being violent or perverted with your shit, you say what the hell you want. Like, I'm not going to be the one to censor you, but if you're going to just be like playing games down there for attention, that's when it's like, no, just go get your own channel and go get your attention that way. Like, if you got some shit to say, go say some shit. Let people know what you got to say. If you want them to hear you that bad, if you want, like, hey, look at me, then go put your face out there and do it. Have fun. So somebody's really feeling like their misery is your problem, and it will relieve all of their problems, and they'll finally be able to get a nice, decent night's sleep and get some rest if you were just gone. Abundance in reverse. This person's down on their luck. They've spent everything they've got. This person needs to be in a mental health facility. Like this is, if you see the color scheme here, it's like green, yellow, red. Like full stop, caution. This person thinks that it, you being passed on, you being X'd out of existence, will give them the peace and relieve their anxiety, and they don't care how much it costs. This person really needs some help. They don't care what it costs them. They don't care if they end up in prison for the rest of their life. They will not rest unless you are gone. Sadness and anger in reverse. This person's pitiful, and they don't even know how to get in touch with their own anger or realize that their anger and their hatred and their misery is because they're sad about something. This person doesn't get sad. There's no feelings. Nope, nope. Just you need to die. That's a feeling. I mean, in reality, this person's so disconnected from themselves that they're having a mental health crisis. Okay. They're trying to pay people to end collective. They think mommy's pull and mommy's leverage that's got them out of like selling some weed or some lean or something like that is going to help them get out of this. This person's fine and dandy where they're sitting because they've got same-sex partners. Mommy doesn't know this person's on the download, but she does know this person's slinging dope. She does know this person is trying to pay to have you ended, right up to trying to do it themselves. Like pulling out a gun, but they didn't want to clean up the mess because this person is neurodivergent as well. And they've got something to do with, they don't like to touch and the smell of certain things, and they don't want to deal with the mess. So they didn't do it. Like there was almost a crime of passion. This person's so angry, they blame somebody else for their panic attacks and their misery. Only going to get rest from the way I feel if they die. And this is weird. This person, it's a good thing they are where they are. It's a good thing they are where they are. But in this mental health facility, they may slip up. You know what I mean? With this lovers here, they may slip up, and mommy might not keep protecting this person. Like she's going to keep them locked away until the statute of limitations runs out on whatever charges they've got on the outside for trying to hurt somebody. The fool in reverse. Look, somebody's luck just ran out. Somebody's days of playing games are done. Knight of Wands. The days of charging ahead and doing reckless shit and doing whatever you feel like doing because you're mad, it is no longer okay. It's not an excuse. Somebody has to learn some self-control here, and that lack of control has them ruminating. They think they just need to end somebody. The Tower is here. They think if they bring about somebody else's ending, it's going to give them rest and peace and satisfaction, and they don't care what it costs them. And here it's going to cost them their very freedom, their ability to even wear shoelaces or a belt or suspenders. Judgment. This person's got to face their fate here. It is either this mental health facility or jail. Eight of Swords in the reverse, and they don't want to go to jail. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This person does not think long term. They act in the moment. All they care about is getting out of jail and not going to jail, not realizing they have just signed themselves in in giving mommy complete control until the statute of limitations runs out. Yikes. Somebody's burnt. It sounds like somebody's about to have a rough few years. And they're going to be saying, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy the whole time. But then they got to remember, well, then if you're not crazy, then everything you did was premeditated and calculated. Oh, wait, I'm crazy, I'm crazy, I'm crazy. This person is in for a long ride here. In for a very long ride. Courage in the reverse because they're chicken shit. They're spineless. That's why. This person can't face, like, they can't even boss up and be like, yep, that was me. They were so much of a boss that they were so angry that they were trying to end another person. Now they can't even be like, yep, that was me. I'm thug like, no, mommy saved me, put me in the mental facility. Friendship. This person's using mom's connections, mom's friends, mom's pull to get out of having to face the music for what they've done because they're chicken shit. They're chicken shit and they just wanted somebody else to pay for their misery instead of being an adult and dealing with their own internal anger. This is pathetic. This is pitiful. Fear. Trust in reverse. Didn't I say somebody's chicken shit and it's pitiful? This person is, they're corrupted. They're a lost soul. They can't be trusted at all. They cannot be trusted, not in the slightest. Peace in reverse. They're not going to sleep well. They shouldn't sleep well. They should be uncomfortable. They should be pacing the hallways. If they're in a mental facility, they should be getting treated. Self esteem and death, both in reverse. Look, this might be the ego death this person needs. Seriously. Like they need to get over themselves. They need to get over themselves. It's the ego death they need. They need to get over themselves. Period. So this person is going to be locked away here involuntarily, but luckily for them, they're not going to go to prison for whatever conspiracy, premeditated, whatnot, because this person has actually pulled a gun out on whoever resonates with this, and this person walked away. Luckily. You've escaped multiple attempts on your life. This person blames you for their misery. They feel in their most manic moments that if you were just gone, their anxiety, their misery, all of the sleepless nights, all the panic and despair that they feel inside will just magically go away and they'll have a fat power nap and it's not going to matter what it costs them. They're not going to be sad. It's going to get rid of their anger and they're going to be just fine if you're gone. This person's chicken shit. They ran straight to mommy, get me out of this mess. And mommy said, okay, here's what you got to do. And good luck for the next 7 to 10 years while you're in there. This person doesn't realize one way or another, they're going to do time. And they're too chicken shit to do time for the crime. So they're going to call on mommy and do crime like criminal mental health facility. This is pretty fucked. All right. Well, that's the end of the reading, you guys. Let me put all the cards away and then I'm going to pull. Is everybody in here that entered? We'll find out. There's only about 8 entries in the basket or in the jar. So you guys, it's not going to be a big mess of people. So good luck to everybody that entered. I'm excited to be able to give this away to you guys. I'm grateful to each and every one of you that has been here for like the 4 years it took me to get to this point. So you guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. And this person here, whoever this reading is about, I hope they get the help they need. I mean, they're a corrupted soul and a lost cause, is what it's saying. So this mother is like kind of making sure that they get into a place where chances are they're going to spend more time than they would if they went to prison because it's going to be apparent that they're not well enough to be on the street. So instead of getting paroled, they're going to have to prove mentally fit. And this person's going to have a hard time doing this over and over again while they're locked up. Oh boy. What a mess. What a reading. Okay, the giveaway, y'all. One more time. We're going to go over this, you guys. Quantum Tarot version 2.0. We've got some amazing art on this. The art that's on the box is actually some of the cards that are in there. And then we have got the mini malachite heart chakra meditation jar. And then we've got some protection salt. This is black salt, perimeter salt, astral protection salt, and green champa. This, by the way, is handmade by me. Okay. From the salt to all of the readings that this sat with incense burning, ashes collecting in it for almost a year. It took to collect enough ash to coat all of the salt. And then we made it on a full moon, I believe in January or February. I think it was the wolf moon that I made that salt. And then the green champa incense. Everything here is green because this is a heart-centered giveaway, you guys. And let's pull whoever's name. These are all the entries, you guys. I'm going to be completely transparent. We only had like 8 entries, okay? So whoever gets pulled out, nothing yet. I'm just stirring them up. All right, I've got one in my hand. So whoever this is, congratulations. At Co-Blue-Sag, Cobluesag. Co-Blue-Sag, are you in the building? You must be present to win. Otherwise, I have to go on to the next person. This is a live giveaway, so you got to be here to get it. Got to be here to get it. I'm just kidding. Email me. You actually won. Like, for real. I'm not going to pull again. I do have a second giveaway. Hold on. This is the surprise. We do have another jar, okay, of the salt, another mini malachite heart chakra giveaway, and a $10 Dutch Brothers card. This, I hope y'all know what Dutch Brothers is, right? This is Dutch Mafia. It's coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. And this person gets that. Kristen Melvin. Kristen Melvin gets the Dutch Brothers card and the black salt with the mini malachite jar. All right, you guys, I'm going to need you to tap into the comment section and either email me. I think that's going to be the best way for you guys to do it. I believe that my email should be tagged in the description. If not, it is in the main description of the page. You guys email me tdwabetty@gmail. Kristen Melvin and Co-Blue-Sag, you guys are the winners for the giveaways. Congratulations. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. And when you guys do email me that, I'm going to need your mailing address. You don't have to give me all your particulars, but I do need to know where to send it. Okay, so do that for me, and then I can give you a tracking number by the middle of next week. Okay? Congratulations, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And where was the other? There's one more thing that goes with this, Kristen. It's like it's a green little spinny, but I don't have it right behind me. It's a sun catcher that spins. So it goes with that. So everything's green, a green giveaways for you guys. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And to my winners, you guys kick ass. Mwah, congratulations. And I will see you tomorrow. All right. Remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.